Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update. And this is for Wednesday, and we're now at the 28th of March, 2018, about 9:17 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Now remember, tomorrow's the last full trading day before Good Friday. There are no evening sessions in the Globex markets at the CME group, so it's all ends tomorrow. Then we get back to normal on Sunday. Keep that in the back of your mind. As for the markets, you're looking at a stronger dollar on the whole this morning, which is pressuring as a group all of the currency markets. Japan's got a different set of problems with Mr. Abe, his wife, and another minister that are being accused of doing certain transactions wrong, and that keeps pressuring that market. But the more important thing is you're not getting safe haven buying. When you get the dollar up and the yen down, you're not seeing that safe haven. You could argue and say, Ira, you're wrong. You're getting the bid if you'll take a look into the bonds and the notes. I agree with that. But you're not getting the bid into the gold market, so they sort of counter. We're waiting now to see what the 9:30, the EIA numbers are going to come out on crude oil. We saw a big number build just in the crude itself off of the API, but very large draws on the gasoline and the distillates. The market's not comfortable with that, though, because of the large build they had in the crude stocks. We'll see if they get anything over that 1.5, 2 million they're talking about in crude right now. As for sugar, a bit more of a correction, coming down into the lower Bollinger Band area for some support. Keep your eye on the grain markets. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we get the farmers' planting intentions, and normally on this first planting intention, the numbers aren't right. Just history. That's all I can tell you. The numbers often come in. Remember, these are postcard numbers, the way that they do. These farmers send them in. Hey, what's my neighbor going to do? I'll put this down. They're not terribly off, but they're also not that accurate. So you'll get your reaction, and then the pros start taking it and playing numbers with that to see just what the heck you in fact do have. I remain concerned in the copper market. The Dr. Copper, as it's called, is still saying the world economies are not on good footing. And on the way in today, I was reading on the I take transportation to work, obviously, and I'm reading as everything's going on, and no, I don't drive. And I'm reading how often markets go into 200 days after a correction before they're ready for another cycle. I found that fascinating. It fit in with the time frame that a lot of traders are talking about, that as we come out of the summer and head into the end of the year, the third and fourth quarter, the traders think that's where the real strength is going to be seen again in the economy. Sort of fits in depending on how NAFTA goes, how trade goes. And of course, we heard that out of North Korea, the leader did make it to Beijing, talked with President Lee, and now we're going to find out just what goes on. My guess is he was told, you're going to disarm, we're going to help you, we're going to do other things. It's my guess. We'll see if it works out that way. That's all it is a guess. This is a big pinball game. Want to also remind you as to the day's data. The National Association of Realtors, for the month, up 3.1%. They expected 1.5%, so that's pretty good. That's the pending home sales. It's still down 4.1% from a year ago month. There's less homes out there. That is the problem. When you go to the fourth quarter GDP numbers, all pretty good. These aren't bad. 2.9%. They were expected for 2.7%. Just about all the other numbers just right on what the trade estimates were, so that's good. China's president met with North Koreans Kim Jong-un, and the dictator pledged to denuclearize and discussed upcoming planned talks with President Trump. We'll see what he gets for it, or if he in fact does it. In the past 12 months, this is fascinating. The stocks Europe 600, like our S&P 500, has delivered a 1% loss in local currency terms because the euro's been stronger than the dollar. But if you take it into dollar terms, it's actually delivered a 14% return just like, you know, the S&P. It's very, very fascinating. So when you think currency plays don't matter, they do matter. Now let's talk about the new publication that I've got for you. The new edition, let's start this right here, of Modern Trader. Big oil is back. You're going to see all the different stories, the best cryptos, where they're at with things, the cycle trades, grains and energies at the tipping points. These are all the stories. As you can see here, when you look at techniques, you've got the COT conflict is bullish on beans, trading vertical option spreads. A lot of talk in this issue about option spreads. ETFs, the best way to profit on higher prices, bull call, oil spreads. So you get different ideas as to what's going on in the magazine. And this is, as I said, the new April issue. If you don't have it, you want to get it. Again, a one-year subscription, if you go to the website of Modern Trader, is going to run you, I think it's $79.95. From us, it's free. And they do the mailing of it, so you get it right when it comes out. This is what the typical stories look like. They're full of charts, a lot of talk there. It puts ideas in. And then to help you, they put out the daily market focus. So those are day-to-day stories. You get the magazine once a month, but the day-to-day stories every day delivered in your email. So I think you'll find that fascinating. Again, how do you get all this? It's simple. Call us. Go to our website. You'll see we work with Modern Trader. Just sign up for that. Click up here. Or underneath us on many websites, you can click away, and what we will be happy to do is get everything out to you. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourselves a great day, and I will see you this afternoon with our other videos.